Good evening. If I can have everyone's attention, please. Prior to tonight's tip-off, we are excited to have everyone here as we add one more special decoration to the rafters in our gym as we recognize our 2024 Division II Girls Basketball State Championship team. At this time, would the following Slaters please come to the blue line down here across the bottom of the baseline. Oriana Kerr. Audrey Herring. Brianna Cathcart. Riley Babby. Kirsten Parker. Victoria Cullen. Elizabeth Love. Izzy Cole. Maddie Berry. Kate Abbott. Lily Griggs. Coach Chad Wilson. Coach Henry Gill. Coach Jay Wilson. Taylor Wilson. And head coach Kyle Wilson. Staring at a 17-2 deficit to open the championship, let's face it, things were not looking good. But this team rallied the rest of the half and built some belief, which led to one of the greatest comebacks in Barry Auditorium history, as this group showed resiliency, grit, toughness, and trust on their way to a 55-50 state championship game victory. Slater Nation is honored to celebrate this team in your monumental championship. Tonight, you join the legacy of great Slater basketball teams whose banners hang next to yours. Celebrate this moment as we welcome you to our Wall of Champions. Congratulations to the 2024 Division II Girls Basketball State Championships. It's time to unveil the banner.
Well, good evening, Slater Nation, and welcome to the opening night of the 2024 Mary Canfield Memorial Holiday Invitational Tournament. Tonight, the Slater girls open their defense of their Division II championship facing the Otter Valley Otters, cross-county rivals. I'm Jack Adams. I'm here with Joe Howard. Looking for a nice basketball game tonight, Joe.
We are. That's a very nice presentation with the banner presentation here from last year's championship game, Jack. Great club last year. Fairhaven had the game itself, the championship game in Barry Auditorium. You and I were just visiting. One of the best basketball comeback games that I'd seen in my career of doing all of these games at no matter what level.
I was talking with Coach Kyle Wilson this afternoon about that team last year. He said the first thing that comes to mind, the word perseverance. They were a group that really hung together. They were never really down, even when they were down. They worked together. They supported each other. Coach talked about how he kicked up the schedule last year. He toughened his schedule so that the kids would be ready to face the adversity, and he thought it served them really well when they got to the quarterfinal, the semifinal, and then when they were down 17-2 in that final. Coach Wilson said they got together at halftime and made a plan. Said we can't get the whole thing back in one possession, but we can do it bits at a time, and they chipped away and chipped away, set small goals. Let's win the third quarter. And that's the way they got that done. They executed that plan, and just a tremendous victory for the Slaters.
They have some of the key components from that club back here this year as well, with Perry, Hadwin, and Cole, all starters last year during that game. So they're being introduced now, the Slater lineup.
Coach Hutchins talked about the fact that this is a young squad, but they're an experienced squad. Like you say, they've got 3 starters from that championship team, a number of other kids who have championship experience. That's going to serve them well. Coach Wilson talked about the great leadership he's gotten from those seniors this year. Even some of the younger players' parents have commented on the great leadership that they have from their seniors and how they make the young players feel welcome and make them part of the program. And now our national anthem. Slaters are excited to get back home for this home opener to their season. They did start their season on the road. They played Division I Burlington. Coach Wilson told me that they played tough. They were in the game right up until about 3 minutes left to go in the game. It was a 1-possession game, but then the depth and just the experience of Burlington wore the Slaters down. They ended up losing by about 14 points, but he was not dissatisfied with the performance they had.
Otter Valley 1-0 on early season, beating Proctor earlier in the season, and we'll see if the Slaters will get on the winning side of things as we get started the Mary Canfield Memorial Tournament here. Good crowd, Jack.
Nice crowd, yep. Always a nice crowd for this. This is a great event. Starting lineup for the Otters. Number 0, Maddie Laporte, senior. Number 2 is a junior, Brianna Bove. Number 4 is a senior, Miley Lape. Number 5 is a freshman, Tegan Boynton. And number 22 is a junior, Leanne Thomas. Starting 5 for the Slaters, number 3, Oriana Kerr is a sophomore. Number 10, senior Maddie Perry. Number 11, Kate Hadwin. Number 14, Audrey Perry. And number 20, Isabel Cole, who jumps center for the Slaters. Quickly down to Hadwin, dumps it off to Kerr, off the backboard, no good. Here come the Otters. Number 2, that's Brianna Bovey bringing the ball up. Off to Laporte. Finds Bovey back in the corner. That's number 5, Tegan Boynton driving the baseline, but she stepped on that baseline, turns the ball over to the Slaters.
Fairhaven, good defense. Fairhaven is always known for their defense at the girls on the girls clubs.
You know when you walk in the gym for a Kyle Wilson team, they're going to defend, and they're going to defend, and they're going to defend. Entry pass down low to Izzy Cole was partially blocked. Nice drive to the hoop. Rebound by number 0, Maddie Laporte. She's fouled.
Slaters in the man-to-man defense as they'll spend most of the evening.
That's the way coach likes it. That was foul was on Kate Hadwin. That's her first, team first. LaPorte's first effort gets a nice roll, and it's 1-0. LaPorte's second drills home, 2-0 for the Otters. 7:14 into the first period. Maddie Perry brings it up, finds Kerr on the elbow. Audrey Perry drives around. Gets it to Hadwin at the top of the key. Kicks it to Maddie Perry between the circles. Off to Audrey. Pass down low into Kerr's tip, but Kerr gains it back. Izzy Cole, now Maddie Perry between the circles. I'm going to do a preemptive apology right now, Joe, because I know at some point I'm going to confuse the two Perry girls. So I'm going to apologize to Maddie. I'm going to apologize to Audrey. And in fact, the entire Perry family. I know I'm going to do it, and recognizing it's the first step to recovery.
Tie up on the other end of the floor. It'll be Otter Valley's ball. Just a minute and a half gone, period number 1. It's a 2-0 Otter lead.
Tegan Boynton brings it up for the Otters. Leanne Thomas has it taken away from her by Audrey Perry. Looking up court, finds Oriana Kerr. Goes up for the shot, blocked, held ball.
Nice job by Otter Valley getting back defensively there with the clean stuff too. Nice play.
Audrey Perry picked her head up nice. Saw Kerr down the court. That ball's intercepted by number 2, that's Brianna Bovey. Taken back by Maddie Perry. She's going to drive to the hoop, up and in, and it's 2-2.
The difference between Maddie Perry at the end of the season last year and the beginning of the season last year, how much more she looked for the basketball, how much more she wanted to take control on the floor, and she just grew by leaps and bounds during the year.
That ball's off Brianna Bovey to the Slaters. Maddie Perry brings it up. Slater cheering section in full voice this evening. I know OV is known as the house of noise, but I don't think our Slater fans are doing too bad right now. Little incidental contact there. Tripped up Brianna Bovey, lost the ball out of bounds. Hadwin will look to inbound it near midcourt.
I'm not sure Bovey thought it was incidental, Jack. But
Bovey into Audrey Perry. Back to Kate Hadwin. Hadwin looks to drive down to the block, lays it up across the rim and out. Rebound to the Otters, and as they come back down the floor. Tegan Boynton looking to control, looking for over the defense. Short jumper, comes up short by Leanna Thomas. Maddie Perry up the court for the Slaters between the circles. Slater spread the floor. Perry's going to look to drive, kicks it to the corner to Isabel Cole, sets her feet, lets it rip off the front of the iron. Finally come down, Kerr comes down with it to Audrey Perry at the top of the key. Kerr with another rebound, and she's fouled on the putback.
Fairhaven getting some open looks, the ball's not falling yet.
That foul is on number 22, Leanna Thomas. That's her first foul, the Otters' first foul. Brianna Kerr goes to the line to shoot 2. Excuse me. I'm saying Oriana, I apologize. I wasn't planning on making mistakes with her name. Oriana Kerr drills the first one, 3-2 now for the Slaters.
Substitution in for the Slaters is Babby.
Oriana Kerr's second attempt is off the front of the rim. Otters quickly up the floor. There's Babby getting right into the action. Nice little interception on that cross-court pass. Kicks it to Kerr. Kerr's looking to drive the baseline. There's a little up and under for 2. Nice little reverse layup. Kate Hadwin dribbling the baseline. 5-2 now for the Slaters. 4:30 left to go in the first period. That's going to go. That's nothing but net from the outside. Tegan Boynton, beautiful form on the jump shot. Drills it to make it 5-5.
Just a freshman, too. It's a good-looking shot.
Coach Counter said that she was going to be a good player. She's looking to grow up. Coach Wilson also in his pregame talk about the Otters mentioned Boynton as the freshman. Nice form on that shot. Again, Izzy Cole, bang. She sets those feet and gets her shoulder square, and that you can take it to the bank a lot of the time. She had 16 points and 8 rebounds against Division I Burlington in the opener. Shot 60% from the floor. Brianna Bovey drags the foot. Oriana Kerr comes out for the Slaters. And number 20, oh, excuse me. Well, that's number 12 is Quinn Murphy's in now. Quinn Murphy's a freshman. Hadwin again drives the lane, puts it up. Not going to get that one, but, or excuse me, that was Maddie Perry. Draws the foul. Go to the line to shoot 2. That's the first foul on number 14, Marissa Dick for the Otters. That's their second team foul. Maddie Perry up and in. 9-5 now.
Perry's third point on the evening here in the first period. She'll shoot the second.
Gets the shooter's roll. Makes it now 10-5 for the Slaters. 3:43 left to go in the first period. Miley Lape, number 4, is dribbling. Passes it into Quinn Murphy. Murphy gets it off to Kate Hadwin, driving to the hoop again. Little hard off the backboard. Chased down by Isabel Cole. Gets it to Maddie Perry between the circles. Hadwin again drives the lane up, and that one's going to go in to make it now 12-5 for the Slaters. 3:15 to go. Coach Counter doesn't like how this is going, so he takes the timeout.
Yeah, you could see that coming. Actually, the Otters are lucky to only be down by 7. Fairhaven's had some shots not go in. They're definitely the more aggressive team here in the first period.
We're here for the second game of the 2024 Mary Canfield Holiday Invitational. The opening game tonight was Mount Abraham versus Burton Bulldogs. Mount Abe with a pretty solid win there. We were talking yesterday, Joe, we're not sure if this is the 21st year of the Canfield tournament, the 22nd of the Canfield tournament. We know it started in the early 2000s. It was the Slater Holiday Booster Club tournament, started by Mary Canfield, then the president, tireless worker for Fairhaven Athletics. She was the president of the Booster Club. She and Eric and Ramey came up with the idea of this tournament. It's been going on ever since. Mary passed away, unfortunately, in 2006. And since that time, it's been the Canfield Memorial Tournament. Nice little drive there by number 4. That's Miley Lape. Nice little short jumper. Makes it now 12-7 for the Slaters. Hadwin pushes up the 4, finds Audrey Perry. Quinn Murphy drives the lane, kicks it to Isabel Cole on the wing. Bang. Just a smooth shot. You give her much room and she's going to hit that a good portion of the time. Kate Hadwin kind of a little one-person press out there. Pressuring the ball all the way up the floor. Bang. That's Maddie Laporte with the deep 3 for the Otters to make it now 15-10. 2:25 left to go in the first period. Quinn Murphy looks to get it off to Hadwin. Tipped out of bounds by the Otters. Slaters will retain possession. Isabel Cole's going to go to the bench for the Slaters. Maddie Perry back in. Hadwin looks to trigger into Audrey Perry. Dribbling between the circles. Gets it off to Maddie Perry. Finds some space down the line. Drops it down to Quinn Murphy on the low block. Nice little drive and dish. Makes it 17-10 now for the Slaters. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the first period. This is Boynton with the ball control. Nice little dribble. Tried to force it in. Kate Hadwin sets her feet and lets one fly. That's off the rebound, off the rim and out. Here comes number 4, Miley Lape for the Otters. Gets it off to number 44. That's Allie Charbonneau. Drops it down to Boynton as she's heading to the basket. Can't quite handle the pass. Goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Slaters.
Good quick hands by Hadwin. She actually got a piece of the ball, knocked it off the leg of the Otter player, and it'll go back to the Slaters.
Was watching the video from the scrimmage that they had a couple weeks ago with West Rutland, and they're just relentless with their defense. How often they are getting their hands on passes, getting their hands on shots, not full blocks but tipping shots. Just relentless defense, quick hands.
The Otters have come out now a little higher up to pick them up, pick the Slaters up defensively.
Audrey Perry tries to get it across the floor to Maddie Perry. That's intercepted by number 5. That's Tegan Boynton. Freshman playing. That's slapped away by Audrey Murphy. Picked up by Cole. Given off to Maddie Perry. She finds Quinn Murphy down in the corner. Murphy makes the turn. Leaves it for Cole. Audrey Perry for 3. Off the front of the iron. Rebounded by the Otters as they come down the floor down by 7 with 45 seconds left to go in the first period. Off to Allie Charbonneau, out by the midcourt. That's intercepted by Quinn Murphy. Murphy's going to drive down the lane, gets it up off the backboard. Isabel Cole there for the rebound and puts it in. 19-10 now, 25 seconds left to go in the first period. Brianna Bovey brings it up for the Otters. Lays it off to Boynton. Boynton turns, spins, that's off the rim. Rebounds out to Audrey Perry. Perry finds Kerr running the floor. Nice block by Boynton. Kerr gets it back, can't get the second one to go. Here come the Otters. And that brings the first quarter to a close with a score of 19-10 for the Slaters.
Both clubs started out having a hard time scoring early on, but the Slaters have seemed to have found a rhythm now. Ball is dropping for them to get the 9-point lead at the end of 1. Got some scoring, Jack?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, for the first period. Kerr for the Slaters with 1. Maddie Perry with 4. Hadwin with 4. Cole with 8, including 2 threes. And Murphy off the bench gets a bucket for 2 for the Otters. Laporte with 5. Lape with 2, and Boynton with a 3 for a total of 10 points.
So both teams spreading the scoring around. I think the Otters, I think Coach Counter can't be that disappointed. He's playing a tough team, and they're playing them tough. Talking about the Canfield tournament, Joe, again, the 22nd, 21st, whatever year it is, it's taken different forms. At one point, it was a JV section where there were 4 JV teams and 4 varsity teams. Mount Abe has been here every year, coming down from Bristol. We could always count on them being a good competition. There's been lots of years in this tournament where the 4 teams that play in this Canfield Invitational show up in Barrie. So it's a great early season experience for these teams. It's coaches a chance to see how their team's looking early on. Gives these kids a chance to compete against some tough teams.
The Otters with possession as we get underway, period number 2, but the ball stolen away, and right to the hoop goes Hadwin for the Slaters. They go up 21-10. The Otters
Boynton from the top of the key. That's a little bit wide, out of bounds.
Fairhaven will bring it. They'll work the length of the floor. Maddie Perry will be the quarterback. Should be picked up half court. Perry with a pick by her sister Audrey. They want to go back out top, but we got to whistle a hold, and it'll be Fairhaven's ball out underneath. First team foul, Otter Valley. And the way the fouls work, of course, is after 5 team fouls, the clubs shoot 2 shots. Cole, the inbound, it'll come to Kerr. Kerr out top to Perry. Perry looking back, it'll go to Cole. Her 3 on the way, off the front of the rim. Loose ball, still loose. The Otters will pick it up. The freshman, Boynton, will bring the ball across the center line. Left side. The Otters looking
nice little backdoor cut there by Maddie Laporte. Couldn't connect on the basket.
Fairhaven quickly down the floor. Kerr going to get called with a travel.
Nope.
Nice pass by Hadwin. But
again, they know Kerr is going to run the floor. Kerr, as soon as that ball is had, Oriana Kerr is heading up the court. Slaters are getting their head up to take a look.
Babby's into the ball game now for the Slaters as Boynton will bring it across. Boynton working there with Charbonneau. Charbonneau will go left side. They reverse the basketball. Back it'll go to Charbonneau. Got to drive out of bounds. Yeah, tough baseline defense by the Slaters, and it'll go back to Fairhaven. We're a minute deep, period number 2, 21-10. The Slaters with the lead.
You can see why both coaches talked about the young Tegan Boynton. She's confident with the ball. You had a freshman playing your point guard.
Hadwin and Maddie Perry out top. Perry will bring it center to the floor behind the three-point stripe. Left side to Hadwin. Her three on the way. Good.
Rattles it home.
She's gotten all 5 of the Slaters' points here in the second period. And turnover, got to travel on the near sidelines for the Otters. The ball back to Fairhaven. So 24-10, Jack. This one has a feel for it. Could start to get away a little bit for the Otters.
I think the Fairhaven, like you said at the break, Fairhaven's finding a rhythm. They're pushing the ball. Again, Oriana Kerr running that the floor. They're hitting her on the outlet. Down low to Kerr on the block.
Kerr will give it back out to Perry. Back in it'll go to Kerr. Nice move. Turnaround jumper, good. Very nicely done.
Just a sophomore, playing a really solid game.
Bovey the basketball for the Otters. Otters need something going offensively. They'll bring it out top to Laporte. Underneath, they're going to lose it out of bounds. Desiree, who's into the game for the Otters, couldn't handle the pass, the errant pass. It'll go back to the Slaters.
Quinn Murphy in for the Slaters as Kerr goes to the bench.
Maddie Perry will bring it across the timeline. The Otters are content to wait. Now it'll go to Cole. Cole's drive is up and good. A whistle, she'll shoot an and one.
Nice strong drive, first step. Nice strong drive to the basket.
She's a good player. She's strong.
Yep.
She's fundamentally solid. She has a high basketball IQ. She seems to be in the right spot all the time. Good player.
Perry sisters switch positions on the floor. Audrey in, Maddie out. Cole, the three-point play the hard way.
Yeah, the Otters going to take a timeout. Probably a good time in here. 29-10 to score the Slaters on top. 2.5 minutes gone, period number 2. Joe Howard, Jack Adams, high school basketball.
Back at it again, high school basketball. Nice snowy night here.
Great way to spend a winter, Jack.
Yep.
I mean, it's just so many years that I've had the winter go by so quickly because I've been able to do both high school and college basketball, and it's just been worked with some great personalities over the year too. I did want to take a second and mention Mike Barcelow, who I worked with for 5 or 6 years. Mike, the legendary coach, 22 years
the
here.
The man that is Mike
Slaters.
Barcelow.
And if Mike is listening, I want to say hello to Michael. I stopped and saw him the other day and told him we'd be doing this, and he was looking forward to it.
Merry Christmas to him and his. See Coach B every once in a while. A great ceremony for him last year.
It was really cool. I'll tell you, Fairhaven is done a nice job with bringing players back, bringing teams back. Like tonight, they honored the championship game. All of the players that were on that club last year were here tonight, which is really cool.
And a great standing ovation from the crowd, recognizing what a great season they put together.
Okay, we're back underway here. 5:25 to go, period 2. Loose ball went out of bounds. It went off the Otters. So, no, it went off the Slaters, so the Otters will keep it. The trigger will come in from Bovey. Bovey looking for help, but stolen away by the Slaters' Murphy, and it'll go the other way. Here comes Hadwin, quickly down the floor. She's got Cole right side. Cole will bring the ball, stop, pop, the three, no good. Rebound back to the Slaters. They'll reload. Audrey Perry, the basketball, tied up by Otter Valley. Otter Valley will get this steal. Otters desperately looking to get something going offensively, and they turn the ball over.
I don't think you're going to see them give up, Joe. I think they're going to play solid defense and work hard. But I think this, again, just the tenacity of the Slater defense.
29-10, the Slaters, the lead the ball. Hadwin will get it. She'll work with Audrey Perry. Now Hadwin's got a lane, goes to the hoop, good, and the foul.
She goes to the hoop very strong. She's confident, goes hard, lays the ball up with strength and authority.
She's also fundamentally strong for the Slaters. And that's that leadership that is so important.
Coach Wilson talked about that, this group of seniors setting a great example. Had a great example set for them. in the past seasons, and again are setting a great example.
You
Coach Wilson talked about the younger kids.
You
the
got
parents.
Hadwin, Cole, and Maddie Perry on the floor, coming a year from a state championship, and they're all confident. I mean, they all.
And it carried over. I mean, the success that the soccer team had, the success that the field hockey team had. I was talking with Coach Terry Perry the other night about that. You know, that this success breeds success.
Oh, it's a culture here in Fairhaven. It's an expectation to win. Okay, Otters now looking for that's the freshman with the travel.
Coach Wilson also talked about Elizabeth Love, who's a senior this year, had a catastrophic knee injury at the beginning of the soccer season. Senior, very solid player for the Slaters.
Okay, the Slaters the basketball now as they work it out top. Hadwin's got the lane, gonna go off the left side, but with a whistle and a foul. Hadwin will step to the line. She'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, Coach Wilson was talking about Elizabeth Love and how she's still part of the team. She's one of the team captains. Not going to have an opportunity to play, but she's still there, again, as part of that leadership group. And that's the culture that Coach Wilson has built here over the years.
32-10, the Slaters. Hadwin misses first. The Otters yet to score here in period number 2.
Elizabeth Cole and Kate Hadwin out. 33-10 for the Slaters. 4:24 left to go in the quarter.
Okay, Otter Valley to basketball. Cole will pick up the ball. Going to be a travel. Back to the Slaters it'll go. Almost halfway through period number 2. Audrey Perry back into the ball game now. She'll work with her sister Maddie. We got brothers on the boys team.
Yep.
And we got sisters on the girls team. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, Perry the basketball, poked away but picks it back up herself, reverses it, goes right side. She's going to the hoop, shoots it strong off the back. It'll be cleared by the Otters. The Otters desperately need to get something going. Thomas with it, reverses the ball. Shot is put up and good. There's Medicine. Laporte with the 3. The first points in the second period for the Otters. Slaters looking quickly to get down the floor. Right side, it'll kick out to Murphy. Murphy has it stolen away, so the Otters putting a little run together here. They get the turnover. Boy, nice. Oh, yeah, actually, it was
nice fake by Bovey,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, nice first step. Got
Audrey Perry up in the air and drove past her. Nice basket.
5 points in a row now for the Otters as the Slaters will bring it back down. Left side to Cole. Cole looking. Kerr has it underneath. Out top it'll come. They'll reload. Murphy with it. Right side. Audrey Perry. Killed the dribble. Nice pass to Cole. Shot. Oh, goes off the side of the
You
rim.
talked about that basketball intelligence, Joe. That was just a smart move by a senior. Saw the lane open up from the foul line. Saw it open up, drove down. Nice find by Kerr. So Leanne Thomas goes to the bench for the Otters.
At the 3-minute mark, period number 2, 33-15, the Slaters. Slaters still the man defense, and they'll play the man defense all evening. The freshman Bowie shot is put up, no good, out of bounds, off of Otters. Slaters will control, no.
They're going to say it was off Kate Hadwin.
Yep, so it'll stay Slater or Otter Valley ball. Way out top it'll come. Boynton the basketball. Boynton works against Perry. We got a whistle. Offensive, yeah. Illegal screen out top. It'll go back over to the Slaters.
Like you're saying, Joe, the Otters have been able to put together a little bit of a run here. They are struggling. The fundamentals, trying to stop and dragging feet.
The 2:36 mark. The Slaters the basketball. Kerr with it. Audrey Perry. Perry behind the three-point strike. Cole has it. Maddie Perry now right side. Kills the dribble, gives it to Kerr. Kerr came out to help out. Now Kerr has to move the ball, goes left side. Back out top, it'll go to Hadwin. Hadwin will run it from the quarterback position now out top. It'll go to Cole. Cole to Perry. Perry, good defensive there by Boynton. And the ball's stolen away, so the Otters not going away here in the second period, the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to quit, Joe. I think they're looking to improve from last year. They had a rough season last year. They only have 3 seniors this year. Coach Counter's looking for improvement. And you can see that they've got some skills. They're just up against a tough team tonight.
Audrey Perry got caught trying to pick the pocket, and it'll be a whistle, a foul. Her first, third team foul. So
Brianna Cathcart and Megan Wetmore are going to check in for the Slaters. Quinn Murphy and Audrey Perry go to the bench. Again, Isabel Cole just being a smart basketball player, coming in from behind, taking that ball.
Cathcart, who just checked into the ball game, quickly gets in the scoring column. 35-15, a 20-point Fairhaven lead. A minute 28 to go, period number 3. The Otters, the basketball. They double the ball. Fairhaven's defense now doubles the ball, but it'll be saved by Otter Valley, and they'll reset. Lape with it. Lape shut off nicely. They kick it out. The three-point shot is up. No good by Boynton, and it'll be cleared by the Slaters. Cole with it, right side. Thought about a 3. Said, no, we'll give it back to Hadwin. We'll reload. Maddie Perry with it. Perry, right side. It's got a lane. Gives it up. Out to Hadwin. Hadwin backs the defender down. Puts the shot up. No good long. We're at the 42-second mark, period number 2. The Otters, the basketball. Laporte will bring it down. Picked up out top by Cole. Good move by Bovey for the Otters, splitting the defenders, but the ball will not go in the hoop for the Otters here in the first half. Fairhaven with 17 seconds. We'll bring it down. Hadwin and Cole play some catch with 13. Cole center of the floor with 11. Back to Hadwin with 9. Hadwin is picked up defensively. We got what do we got? Timeout.
Coach Wilson wants to talk about this last 7.4.
You know what? This is why I like the game of basketball. Okay, they're up by 20, Jack, with 7 seconds to go. Smart. Yep. Why not take the last 7 seconds and work on a play that at some point in the season is going to make the difference in a ball game?
And I think you can see Fairhaven has slowed it down and looking to work their offense more of late. Again, this is the second game of the season for both teams. That's why the shooting might be a little rusty. That spin turnaround shot that Kate Hadwin had just a second ago, later in the winter, she's going to have that touch much better, and that ball's going to fall for her. But yeah, like you say, Coach Wilson, use this time to build yourself. That situation's going to come. They're going to be down by 2 with 7.4 left at some point in the season and need to work something.
That's such a experienced bench on that Slater sideline with Kyle and his brother Chad and his dad Jay and Henry Daly, who's been there 1,000 years, and I believe Leo Hutchins is still involved.
I saw Coach Hutch last night. I don't see him this morning.
Thousands. Yep. There's not thousands, but there's hundreds of years of experience there on that bench. Okay, with 7 seconds, we'll see what the Slaters do with the ball. It'll come in to Cole with 6 seconds. Hadwin gets it with 4. Hadwin's got a drive, goes to the hoop. Good, and a foul. Exactly what the Slaters wanted to get out of that.
That's what Coach Wilson was looking for.
No question. With 2 to go, they took the shot, so there wouldn't be enough time for the Otters to get down and get a shot of their own. She gets the bucket. Now she'll shoot the bonus. It's good. Otters will trigger it in, but the clock will run out in the first half. 38-15 the score at the end of the first half. The Slaters on top.
They've really kicked it in that second quarter, Joe. Like you said, started out a little rusty, but certainly got things going as the second quarter wore on, people finding more confidence, going to the hoop strong, and just moving the ball, working some things that they're going to need to work. Again, Otter Valley's defense isn't slacking. I mean, they're playing hard defense. They're having some trouble on offense. Again, they're getting some help from the Slaters' defense to be that tenacious defense.
Jack,
But
I got scoring here real quick, and
Awesome.
I'll go over that real quick for the Slaters with a total of 38 points. Kerr gets 3 in the first half. Maddie Perry with 4. Kate Hadwin with 15 here on the night, 11 in the second period. Audrey Perry yet to get on the board. Cole with 12. Murphy with 2, and Cathcart with 2 for a total of 38-15. Jack, I'm going to take a couple of minutes, and we'll
Be
take
a proud dad.
I am going to be a proud dad.
Good for you.
I'm going to do a halftime interview here. That's become very important, a part of our life, and it's my daughter. It's my daughter Riley Howard, and I'm going to get her fixed with a headset here first, and we're going to get a chance to visit with her.
Awesome. But you were saying, Joe, community things. Bring back the folks. Nothing better than family.
Riley's saying, Dad, what am I doing with a headset here? So
Yeah, I can't put this on.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So
We're
Little
very
hit-
cutting edge technology here at Fairhaven with the over the ear behind the back of the headset. I'm going to let you two have a nice time.
yeah, thanks, Jack. So my daughter Riley Howard, she's an assistant women's basketball coach at Bryant University in Rhode Island this year, and she's also the head of basketball operations. And Riley, it seemed like just yesterday I was here watching you. I can remember you taking an offensive charge down at the other end of the floor in the game, and then coming down and hitting a couple free throws, and then poof, it seems like yesterday. But now it's not yesterday. Tell me a little bit about your path from Fairhaven to where you are today.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a whirlwind. I graduated Fairhaven in 2017, went down to Tallahassee, Florida, tried to get, different experience, different settings. Was there at Florida State as a student manager for 3 years, and then stayed through COVID as a grad manager for 2 years. Knew I really wanted to get into coaching, and the journey took me to Southern Maryland. I was at St. Mary's College of Maryland for a year, a Division III program in Southern Maryland. We had a great season. Didn't love D3. Shout out to all that do it. It's a grind. Moved home for the summer, and then got the call from George Washington in D.C. in August of last year, and just had a phenomenal year with them. Caroline McCombs and Adam Call are my 2 mentors in this business, and they helped prepare me and set me up, and then got the opportunity to work for the awesome Lynn-Ann Kokoski at Bryant.
Bryant's having a very good year this year, a very good start for you guys. That's 7-1, and then you got some injuries.
Yeah, we started off really strong, but it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And I think Christmas break came at a really good time for us. I think non-conference is very difficult in the way that it's scheduled. There's not a lot of consistency to it, and you schedule games that can challenge you and challenge your squad and see what they can do. But what really matters is once you get into conference and once you're on a consistent basis, and we want to be playing in March.
Riley, for the people that are here, and for the people that have aspirations into going into college coaching, talk about the struggles, the joys, of course, but the struggles of the networking and the long days and the travel. And
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely about who knows you. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. And I spent a lot of time in college as a manager. I didn't get paid. Like, I was paying to go to school. I was in the gym. I was the first one in the gym. I was the last one in the gym. And same thing with every job that I've taken. And really, I'm here where I am because I was the first one in the office at George Washington, and I was the last one to leave. And anything my head coach asked me to do, I was in there and I was doing it. And I knew I was the low man on the totem pole. But when you love it and you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to grind it out, it'll get you places. I mean, I'm still working my way up there, but work ethic is what you need, and love for the game.
well, Fairhaven Slater, being an assistant coach at a D1 school, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
it's awesome. I mean, I wanted to get into this business because of head coach Kyle Wilson, which is it's pretty cool to get to watch him coach as I'm an assistant at the college level. He's a lot calmer now than he was.
He is. He
He's
seems
a
that
lot
way
calmer.
tonight, don't he?
A lot calmer.
You know what? When you're up by 20 points, I guess you can be pretty calm.
He's a lot calmer from the jump. But
Let's take a second and talk about Scott Allen and how he was pretty instrumental in getting you not networked, but getting you in front of so many Division I college coaches early on when you were still in high school.
yeah, I wouldn't even be in this industry if it wasn't for Scott. I mean, we went down to the Final Four in 2015 when I was a sophomore in high school. It was in Tampa Bay, Florida, which is funny because it's in Tampa Bay, Florida again this year. And he introduced me to a lot of different people at a lot of different events and really showed me, what the pathway was. And even when I was struggling and trying to figure out the next steps, like without Scott, I wouldn't have made it to GW, which I really think was a big turning point in my career. And I mean, he knows so many people, and it goes to show when you take care of people, people will take care of you and take care of the people that you love. So
I've been able to watch you. I watched at Division III. I was able to watch your playoffs. I came down a couple of times. At Florida State, I was down often. Beautiful facility.
gorgeous.
Oh, my God, a beautiful facility. And then last year, I came down to George Washington and watched, I think it was the last home game.
Yeah,
But I'm really excited to knowing that you are playing in the same conference this year as the University of Vermont, UAlbany, among others, New Hampshire.
Yeah, the America East has improved tremendously over the years. I mean, the conference is getting more and more competitive. I mean, Kayla Cooper at Albany right now is one of the nation's leading scorers, and there are just some incredible talented players in the America East. And it's really exciting to see what Lynn Kukoski can do at Bryant. I mean, this is her second year there, second year as a head coach, and we were picked fourth in the conference. It means nothing right now, but how incredible is it to be, in the mix with some of those greats. So really excited to see what we can do against Vermont, Albany, Maine, a whole lot of them.
Yeah, and small conference, but all you have to do is look at the last week's soccer championship and to see just you just never know. Riley, I'm gonna thank you for coming to join me. Riley's home for just a few days, so we're gonna enjoy her. But I said, Riley, you got to come up to the booth here and chat with me before you go back. But thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hopefully I didn't do a bad.
Welcome back to Fairhaven Union High School. This is the second game, of the 2024 Mary Canfield Memorial Holiday Invitational. Slaters at halftime are up 38-15 over the Otter Valley Otters. Again, the 20-something year of this Mary Canfield tournament. Otter Valley has been here for almost all of them. Always a great event for the community, always a great event around the state. We've had Mount Abe come down multiple times, and oftentimes Fairhaven and Mount Abe would meet here in the early winter and then meet in Barry in the spring. This is a great jumping off opportunity for teams to face good competition and see how they stand going into their new season. Slater's coming in at 0-1 after having lost to Division I Burlington. Otters coming in at 1-0, having defeated Proctor. And so the Slaters inbounds. Maddie Perry inbounds it. Izzy Cole finds Kate Hadwin underneath. Spin around layup makes it 40-15, 11 seconds into the second half. Slaters have Cole, Audrey Perry, Madeline Perry, Oriana Kerr, and Kate Hadwin. Just their starting five from the first half. Brianna Bovey for the Otters gives it off to number 22. That's Leanne Thomas. She drills the three to make it 40-18. The rest of the Otters lineup is Maddie Laporte, number 0. Brianna Bovey, number 2. Number 4 is Miley Lape. Number 5, the freshman. There's Maddie Perry driving to the hoop. Number 5 is Tegan Boynton for the Otters. Laporte brings it up, gets it to Bovey. Bovey back to Laporte in the corner. Slater's in there, man-to-man defense. Isabel Cole trying to get that into Miley Lape, and that's slapped away by Isabel Cole. Up to Perry, up to Hadwin. She's going to go to the hoop. Lays that up and in on a nice move, drive across the lane. Makes it 42-18 now for the Slaters. Brianna Bovey brings it up over the timeline between the circles. Kicks it out to Miley Lape on the left-hand corner. Gets it into, that's Leanne Thomas. That's punched away by Kate Hadwin, and it's off to Maddie Perry. Up court to Hadwin. Hadwin drops it off to Izzy Cole at the top of the key. Gives it off to Oriana Kerr. Nice little poke there by Boynton. Hadwin regains it. Second time the charm, though. They're going to call Brianna Boynton, Tegan Boynton on the reach.
First team foul as we're 2 minutes deep here, period number 3. It's all Fairhaven 42-18.
Maddie Perry triggers to Audrey, finds Cole at the top of the key, can't hit the three off the front of the iron, rebounded by Boynton. She brings it up for the Otters.
I really like the Boynton girl as a freshman. She's not afraid to go underneath her and get it, is she?
Nope, she's not afraid to take the ball. That's number 0. That's Laporte just off the rim on the 3 effort. Chased down by Oriana Kerr, gets it off to Maddie Perry, brings it over the timeline, finds Cole at the foul line, gives it off to Maddie Perry. Makes a little spin to drive the baseline, looks to drop it off to Kerr. Little miscommunication there taken by Miley Lape, brought up the floor now for the Otters. Back to Miley Lape, that's slapped away from behind. You're gonna say that's off the leg of Miley Lape, slapped away by Audrey Perry, and it's gonna be the Slaters' ball. Up 42-18, 5:27 left to go in the third quarter. Nice job at the halftime, Joe.
Pretty special.
Give you a second to gather yourself. Izzy Cole tries from the foul line extended. Can't hit it. Looks like she wanted to try it again. Drives the lane. That's going to be a foul on number 2. That's Bovey coming across with the block.
Pretty special moment. Pretty special deal being able to do that. You having children, having athletes in your family, you get it. And I'm so proud of the amount of work she has done to get to where she is today. It's just been incredible.
Izzy Cole drains the first. Riley Babby is in for the Slaters, as is Quinn Murphy. Cole to shoot the second. Drills that. 44-18 now for the Slaters. 5:12 left to go in this third quarter. Leanna Thomas brings it up for the Otters. Guarded by Quinn Murphy. Turns, spins, drops it into Bovey. I think that's going to be on Isabel Cole. Oh, excuse me. That's on Babby. That's her first. Oh, excuse me, that's her second. Team's first of the quarter. Boynton trying to drive across the lane, throws it up. Partially blocked by Maddie Perry, out of bounds to the Otters. They're not backing off, Joe. Otter Valley's looking to work their stuff. There's Laporte with a long 3, chased down by Boynton. Dribbles between the circles. Gets it off to Bovey. Bovey drops it down to Leanne Thomas. That's taken away. Riley Babby ends up with it. Gets it to Quinn Murphy. Isabel Cole out to Hadwin out, and she's going to look it over and reset. Drives down, hands it off to Murphy. Murphy across to Cole. Not sure you can leave her open like that. A little bit short. Off the front iron. Rebounded by Lape. And Tegan Boynton brings it up for the Otters. Gets it off. That's Leanne Thomas driving across lane. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Laporte. Laporte drives in. Throws up a short little jumper from the elbow. Makes it 44-20 now with just 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Maddie dumps it down to Izzy Cole down in the corner. Back out to Hadwin out top. Drives the lane from the left-hand side. Lays up the left-hand layup on a beautiful drive. Strong to the hoop. Makes it 46-20 now for the Slaters. Bovey over to Boynton. Boynton gets it to Thomas. Back to Bovey, drives the lane. Path cleared for her. I think she was surprised that the path cleared so much. Left it on the front of the rim. Maddie Perry looks up, finds Quinn Murphy. That's slapped away. That's number 22, Leanne Thomas with a nice block.
Good offensive possession the last time down on the floor for the Otters. They got an offensive rebound and got a bucket out of it.
Triggers inbounds to Cole. Cole out to Audrey Perry. That's Quinn Murphy from the corner. Gets both sides of the rim but not in. Rebounded by Audrey Murphy out to Cole at the top of the key. Looks to drive down the left-hand side. Lays that up off the glass and in. Makes it now 48-20 for the Slaters. 3 minutes left to go in the third period.
It's so hard for the Otters. Who are they going to focus on? You know, they can't double the ball if Cole has it because Hadwin will shoot it. And they can't double Hadwin because Barry will shoot it. So
Riley Babby drives across the lane, kicks it to Audrey Murphy in the corner. That's Audrey Perry for three from the corner. Nice shot. And Coach Counter wants to talk it over with his team, so that makes it 51-20 now for the Slaters. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Slaters right back into that rhythm we talked about.
You know, that's good. It's good. They're moving the ball. They rotate the ball well. They defensively, again, you expect them defensively, but their help defense has been very good tonight. And offensively, like I just said, who do you focus on? Who do you try to stop? And
a nice balance as you look down through the scorebook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice balance. You got Oriana Kerr working really hard. Only has 3 points to show for it, but she's working really hard. Running the floor early on those outlet passes. Quinn Murphy, the freshman, looking good. She took a shot from the corner there. It didn't fall for her, but it was nice looking form on the shot.
It's funny as I look down to see Tim Barrett in a referee suit after watching him coach for so many years and himself.
You would hope there was some justice that all the years he rode officials, somebody's at least giving him a little bit of the business.
20-something years, I think, at Castleton
Maddie
alone.
Perry, Kate Hadwin, Audrey Perry, Riley Babby, Quinn Murphy for the Slaters. Laporte. That's Jazzy Madrigal goes out of bounds off her hands for the Otters. Hannah Desibray now in for the Otters. She got Bovey, Miley Lape, number 4. Babby hands it off to Quinn Murphy at the top of the key. Chase follows her shot. Nice hustle down the line. Can't come up with it. Jazzy Madrigal comes away with it for the Otters. Dribbles, hands it off now to Laporte. Laporte gets it into Lape in the lane where she's fouled. That's going to be on Quinn Murphy.
It's her first, team's second, so.
Oriana Kerr back in for the Slaters as Kate Hadwin goes to the bench. Triggers into Madrigal. Madrigal out to Laporte, out at the top of the key. Bovey dribbles around, gets it to Boynton. Boynton gets it to Marissa Dick, number 14. Madrigal with the shot from the corner. Maddie Perry looks up, finds Babby up the floor. Nice rebound by Oriana Kerr, puts it back up and in for 2. Makes it 53-20 with 1:45 left to go in the third period. Bovey quickly off to number 13, that's Marissa Dick. Slaters come away with the rebound. Audrey off to Maddie. Down low into Kerr again, kicks it out to Maddie. There's Babby driving the baseline, kicks it over to Quinn Murphy, and back out to Maddie Perry.
Good ball rotation.
Slater's great job moving the ball, looking for the open person. Again, 53-20, getting good work. Nice little shot from just inside the foul line by Kerr. Slater, they're not big. They're missing Victoria Kelly, who is their big. They're, you know, Coach Wilson was talking about the fact that this isn't the first time they've had small bigs.
No.
But he gets, you know, the way he gets them to play, Coach Jay Wilson coaching the small bigs and the big bigs. There'll be the good news on Victoria Kelly. She was cleared to return to practice. She's not ready for full practice and contact yet, but boom, and there's Laporte with a three.
Laporte, yeah, nice shot.
Makes it 55-23, running down to 35 seconds left in the third period. There's Kerr wide open. Oh, misses the layup, hustles and gets the rebound. Audrey Murphy to Babby, to Maddie Perry. Excuse me, Audrey Perry. Thought I was going to mess up the first names, not the last names. Gives it off. Steps in. Maddie Perry steps in to take that away from Bovey. Bovey gets it off to Laporte, looking for another three. Here comes Maddie Perry with 7 on the clock. Drives to the lane, off the rim and away. Rebounded by Laporte. 2-1, and that should be the end of the third period. So with the score of 55-23, we enter the fourth quarter. The second night of the Mary Canfield Memorial Holiday Invitational will be Monday night. We'll have Burton Bulldogs will be in action against these Otter Valley Otters. That game will be at 6 o'clock on Monday night, the 23rd. Then at 7:30, the Slaters will tip off against the Eagles from Mount Abraham. Always a great matchup. 2 quality teams in Division II. Well-coached teams, good traditions. Another good night of basketball here in the gym at Fairhaven Union High School. Joe's doing his quick math.
Yeah, just the scoring for through 3 quarters of play here. Kerr with 7 points. She had 2 twos in a row down here, right below us. Played stellar underneath the hoop, both offensive and defensive rebounds. And Hadwin now has 19 after 3. Audrey Perry with a 3 has 3, and Cole 16. Murphy and Cathcart both with hoops for the Slaters. They lead 55-23. We got a quarter of basketball to go here.
Think about it, Joe, for a second. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with Coach Chad Wilson on this one. That basket by Quinn Murphy might have been her first basket as a Slater.
It's pretty cool. Got to start somewhere.
I bet it's not going to be her last.
Okay, Otter Valley will inbounds the ball as we get underway, but it goes out of bounds on the errant shot. It'll go back over to the Slaters. The Slaters have some different faces in. Hayes into the ball game now for Fairhaven.
Riley Murray, number 25. Number 21 is Callie LaRock.
The Slaters will get some more players in.
Megan Wetmore, number 5, has that one go off her hands.
Out of bounds off of Otter Valley to come back Fairhaven's way. So Slaters will get some kids off the bench and get some time. We're just underway, period 4, 55-23.
So to set the group for the Slaters, 22, Brianna Cathcart. Number 5 is Megan Wetmore. Number 25 is Riley Murray. Number 15 is Maddie Hayes.
Otter Valley gets the shot up, no good. Tracked down by the Slaters, and they'll bring it down. Cathcart the basketball. Cathcart will get it. Top of the key, they reverse it.
Riley Murray dribbling across the top.
Murray back out top. They'll switch it around to LaRock. Ball stolen away, so the Otters will get it back. 6:44 to go, period number 4. Here comes Bovey quickly down the floor. Bovey gets it right back. Picked up out top. Ball stolen away. The Slaters going to get it. Going to give it right back. It'll go to Laporte. Now they're going to give it back to the Slaters now.
Kind of the story of the night for the Otters. They are making good moves and then dribbling off their foot. They're making a good step and then dragging the foot. It's early in the season. Coach Counter was enthusiastic about his group. They had a tough season last year, but he was looking to improve. They look like a nice group.
Fairhaven the basketball just underneath as we are 2 minutes deep, period number 4. Got a whistle, got a double dribble.
This is a good time to get kids on the floor again. Second game of the season, you want to get your kids on the floor.
Yep, absolutely.
Let them play this whole quarter.
Charbonneau the basketball for
cleared his bench pretty well. Nice little step to the basket.
Yeah, Thomas, nice step for Thomas. Actually, that's her first field goal of the evening, and
that's surprising. She's played a good, solid game.
Yep. Loose ball. Otter Valley gonna pick it up and go to the hoop, but a whistle, a foul, and it'll go on to Slaters. The Otters will shoot a pair.
It's on number 25, Riley Murray. It's her first of the evening. Slater's first foul of the quarter. So Joe, I'm an old man. Explain to me the foul shooting situation.
Okay. So back when we were growing up 1,000 years ago.
With the peach basket.
You would shoot, after 7 fouls, you would shoot 1 and 1. So which means if you hit the first one, you'd get the bonus. After 10, you would shoot 2, okay?
For the no matter how many more.
No matter how many, it would go on forever and ever.
Yep.
So now, and this is the first year for the boys' side. The girls have been doing it now for a couple of years. After 5 fouls in any given quarter, you shoot 2. So the 1 and 1 is no longer in high school basketball here in Vermont. Okay, you shoot 2 after 5. The fouls are reset at the end of the quarter, so the next quarter after 5 you shoot, and so on and so on.
But not a change in the number of individual fouls that a player can commit.
No, 5.
That's still 5.
Still 5, and you get your 5th one, you come up here and join us. But Otter Valley, Thomas will go to the line with 3 minutes gone, period number 4. Thomas's first shot is up, no good, off the back of the rim. So now it's just about Fairhaven getting some of the kids into the ball game, because at some point in the year they're going to become important. Somebody's going to get hurt, somebody's going to miss, somebody's going to get sick, and one of these players are going to be asked to step up, next man up, and get the job done. So it's pretty cool for Fairhaven to be able to get these kids on, and they'll get plenty of time here tonight. A lot of them were in the 3rd period, and they'll get all of the 4th period.
And Coach Wilson actually talked about that next man up. Losing Elizabeth Love was a huge loss to the program. They knew that was happening. Victoria Kelly was injured. She's on her way back. But Oriana Kerr has just stepped up. And he said that's pretty much the way they've been. Whoever next person up is going to take that job and do that job.
Murray the basketball, got it out to Hayes. Hayes put the shot up, no good. Cleared by the Otters, and here comes Lape quickly down the floor. Wants to go underneath. Thomas wide open. Nice look.
Nice
Thomas
find.
has 4 here in the 4th period. Cathcart the ball for the Slaters. Out top, it'll be knocked away, but Hayes will control. Wetmore has it. Wetmore's got the lane. Now it's cut off nicely by the Otters. She gives it up to Hayes. Hayes is going to lose it. Underneath, it'll come out to Charbonneau. The Otters will go the other way. We're halfway through period number 4. 55-29 to Slaters.
And Coach Counter still has a lot of his starters on the floor, Joe, but this is actually a great opportunity for them. This is a group that they can compete with a little bit better. They're able to work some of their stuff. And so he's getting that quality time for his starters, as Coach Wilson's getting that quality time for his subs. Here comes Kerr and Murphy back in for the Slaters.
Cathcart will take a seat along with Wetmore for Fairhaven. Otters the trigger underneath their own hoop. Boynton, a freshman, will look to bring it in. Stolen away by Hayes. Hayes will get it across the timeline to Kerr. Kerr backs it out. It'll go to Murphy. Stolen away by the freshman Boynton. clear lane to the hoop, lays it. Oh, she missed it. That's been that kind of night.
That's
for
been
the
that
Otters.
kind of night. Yep. They've made plays. They've had their opportunities. They worked hard to get their opportunities. Great steal, great drive to the hoop. Just can't finish. And as a freshman, in fact, I talked with Coach Counter about it before the game tonight. Young Miss Boynton was going to get an education tonight, and it was a good opportunity for her to learn a lot about what high school basketball is like.
Otter Valley will sit the 5 starters now and bring some players off the bench at the 3-minute mark. The Slaters the ball. Kerr has it left side. Kerr will get it to LaRock. Back to Kerr. 3-point shot up, no good by Murray. Loose ball, still loose. The Otters will control. Laporte was still in the ball game, so the only starter for the Otters still in the ball game. Puts the shot up, no good. The clear will be tied up. Possession arrow favors Slaters.
Otters have Laporte, as you said, still on the floor. Number 23 is Brianna Sheldrick. Bovey still on the floor.
Bovey
Played
is
a
on the
tight,
floor, yeah.
great game all night. 23 is, as I said, Brianna Sheldrick. Number 13, Hannah Desibray, who's had some time during the night.
Murphy killed the dribble, but she gets some help. It'll go into Kerr. Back it'll come to Murphy. Her three is on the way. Kerr's going to track it down again. The Slaters will reload. Ball knocked out of bounds by Bovey for Otter Valley. The Slaters will get it just underneath us. 2:21 to go in the ball game. The trigger will come in by the Slaters to Kerr. Kerr missed the shot, got her own rebound. Murray with it. LaRock kicks it left side.
Nice piece. You can see how they've worked that, Joe. Kerr got the rebound underneath, knew right where Murray was going to be to hit her with that pass on the wing.
Kerr missed the shot again, but again tracks her own rebound down, but stolen away by Bovey. Bovey's got a lane to the hoop, up and good.
So 55-31 now for the Slaters. 1:45 left to go in the ball game.
Murray sets the offense for Fairhaven. LaRock gets it. They reverse it to Kerr. Kerr left side, back over to Murray.
Nice little cut down the lane by Murphy. Couldn't quite get it into her. Kerr and Murphy to the bench.
And Cathcart and Wetmore will come back into the ball game for the Slaters. We're a minute 30 to go. 55-31 Fairhaven. Laporte will bring the ball down, picked up by Murray, center of the floor. Cathcart switches off for the Slaters defense. The three will be put up on its way and no good by Sheldrick, and it'll be cleared by the Slaters. Wetmore with it quickly. Wetmore, LaRock. LaRock swings it over to Murray. Underneath to Cathcart. Cathcart kicks it to Wetmore. Fairhaven is patient. They'll wind some clock. Just a minute to go. Murray will reverse the basketball. LaRock left side again. Now center of the floor. She's got a lane. Brings it back out. Cathcart will reload. So Fairhaven will just look to get an open person. If not, they'll just rotate the ball and let the clock run out. 38 seconds to go in the period. Oh, and they turn the ball over. It'll go back to Mill River, or to Otter Valley, rather. It's so hard to wind a minute's worth of time off the clock, not going to the hoop.
Yep.
But that's, Fairhaven doesn't need to score again, didn't want to score again. And
this group on the floor, we talked about the years of experience of the coaching staff. I believe they have 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior and a senior on the floor right now. That continuity from Coach Henry Daly's program as the JVs coming up, stepping in their first few games as varsity players.
Hayes will get a shot up with only 5 seconds to go. It goes out of bounds. Fairhaven will keep it. 55-31 as we wait for the final horn. Fairhaven will get it in, and then the horn will sound. Well, Fairhaven might get it in. There they go. They get it into Hayes. Wetmore has it. Wetmore will pull it out. Murray will hold it. The clock will tick to 0. The horn will sound. The Slaters will get the win, 55-31.
They got to be happy with the home opener, Joe. They were working things. They started off a little bit rusty. Both teams having trouble finding the hoop. in the first quarter, but Fairhaven kicked it in the second quarter, found their rhythm offensively. Tenacious defense the entire night. Otter Valley was up against it, never backed off for a second. Coach Counter's team played hard all the way through, had his starters on the floor at the end of the night to get them some good experience against a quality competition. And Coach Wilson has to be pretty happy. I think Coach Counter, talking with him, you know, after his expectations after last year when they had a really rough year, I don't think he should be too terribly disappointed with this. His kids never stopped playing. They had a lot of balls not fall for them. They had a lot of fundamental mistakes, but I think they have a lot to build with. We'll see them again in not too long. We'll be traveling to Brandon, to the House of Noise in a few weeks for the girls to see them.
It's a tough place to play, Jack.
Tough place to play.
A tough place to play, no matter the quality of the team that comes to play there. They're in for some things I can guarantee you. Loud, hard effort on the floor, and some very supportive fans.
Yep.
The final scoring for Fairhaven, Kerr with 7, Maddie Perry with 4, Hadwin with 19, Audrey Perry with 3, Cole ends the night with 16, Murphy with 2, and Cathcart with 2. 55-31 to final. Slaters go 1-1, and the Otters drop to 1-1.
So we'll do it again Monday night. Again, the Otters will face the Burton Bulldogs at the first game and the second night of the Mary Canfield tournament. That game's going to be at 6 o'clock on Monday night. Slaters will tip off against the Eagles of Mount Abraham. Always a good game between them. That game will tip off at 7:30. Nice way to start the season. Nice home opener.
Thanks for having me, Jack. I had fun tonight.
Thanks to you, Joe. You've done this 1,000 times. I've done this 1 time.
I
Appreciate.
I think you did pretty well.
There. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And thanks to Eric Ramey, the athletic director here at Slate Valley Unified Union High School. Thanks to Walt Ripley, who over on the making the technical wizardry happen.
Walt's the best.
Yep. I'd like to thank everybody at Slate Valley for making this possible. And we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Hope you'll join us again on Monday night. The boys will be playing on the 1st. Joe will be doing the boys game against Hartford here. That's a Saturday. Those will be afternoon games. The JV game at 1 and the varsity game at 2:30. We'll be back here again on Monday night. Hope to see you there.